There are nights when you lie down, but your mind still cannot rest. You think about money, about work, about the future, about things that have not even happened yet, but somehow leave your heart feeling heavy as if they already have. You ask yourself, am I going to be okay? Will all my effort eventually lead somewhere? Am I even moving in the right direction? And the harder you try to find an answer in that moment, the more exhausted you become. Because the truth is, there are questions in life that cannot be answered simply by lying awake and thinking through one more night. Some things need time. Some results need patience and consistency. And some paths only begin to make sense when you keep walking forward. That does not mean you are not allowed to worry. It does not mean you have to pretend everything is fine. Because money matters, work matters, your family's future matters too. And when you are carrying many responsibilities on your shoulders, it is completely normal to think about them deeply. But there is something you need to remember. You can care about your future without exhausting yourself over your future. You can work toward a better life without blaming yourself every day just because the results have not appeared yet. You may not know how everything will turn out, but that does not mean you are failing. Sometimes, what makes us feel most exhausted is not what is actually happening. It is the way we keep living ahead inside things that have not happened yet. We become afraid of a tomorrow that has not arrived. We feel sad over an outcome that does not exist yet. And we blame ourselves simply because today we cannot yet see the result we hoped for. The Stoics understood this deeply. Life will always contain things outside our control. You cannot force results to arrive sooner just by worrying more. You cannot make the future more certain just by thinking about it endlessly. And you cannot live peacefully today if your heart is constantly running after the fears of tomorrow. You still need to keep trying. You still need to work. You still need to take responsibility for your life. But you do not need to solve your entire life in one night. You only need to ask yourself, what is one thing I can do today? Maybe it is finishing one small task, taking slightly better care of your body, speaking a little more gently with someone you love, or simply allowing yourself to rest so you still have the strength to keep going tomorrow. Because in the end, if you still have your health, if you still have people you love, and if you are still able to keep trying each day, then your life is not without hope. Money can be earned again, little by little. Results do not always come right away. But every effort you make today is quietly building something for tomorrow. And the things you cannot fully understand right now may only need a little more time before the answers become clearer. Today, we are going to explore how to stop overthinking the things we cannot control. Not so you can give up on life, not so you can abandon what you are working toward, but so you can learn to keep moving forward with a calmer mind, a lighter heart, and the belief that as long as you keep taking steps each day, one day, you will begin to see the results of all the quiet effort you are making today. But in order to keep moving forward with a calmer mind, we first need to understand one thing clearly. Overthinking the future does not actually make the future any easier.
Sometimes we think too much, not because we want to exhaust ourselves, but because we are afraid of not having enough money, afraid that our work will not remain stable, afraid that all our effort may never lead anywhere, afraid that one day we may not be able to take care of the people we love. And because we are afraid of those things happening, We begin thinking constantly. We tell ourselves, if I think through every possible situation, if I prepare for every worst-case scenario, if I never stop worrying about tomorrow, maybe I will feel a little less anxious. But most of the time, it does not work that way. The more you think, the more exhausted your mind becomes. The more you try to find answers for everything, the more life begins to feel beyond your ability to handle. And at some point, you are no longer only worried about tomorrow. You begin struggling to live through today. You sit down for a meal with your family, but your mind is still thinking about work. You finally have an evening to rest, but instead, you feel guilty because it feels like you still have not tried hard enough. You wake up in the morning already feeling tired, simply because your mind never truly rested the night before. And that is deeply painful, because you believe you are worrying to protect your future. But then, that very worry begins taking away your health, your peace, and the precious moments you still have in the present. The Stoics did not say that we should not care about the future. They did not teach people to live carelessly. They did not believe that staying calm would somehow make every problem disappear. You still need to work. You still need to plan. You still need to save money when you can. You still need to make an effort to build a better life for yourself and your family. But there is a very important difference between preparing for the future and exhausting yourself because of the future. Preparing is when you look at a problem and choose one clear thing you can do about it. Overthinking is when you keep repeating the same fear in your mind until you no longer feel calm enough to do anything clearly. Preparation helps you move forward, but overthinking often leaves you standing still inside your exhaustion. So when you notice your mind running toward things that have not happened yet, try pausing and asking yourself, is what I am thinking about helping me do something better today? If the answer is yes, choose one small action and begin there. But if the answer is no, if you are only repeating the same fear, the same question, the same imagined future that makes you feel even more anxious, then maybe what you need in that moment is not more thinking. Maybe you need to let your mind rest for a little while. Drink a glass of water, slow down your breathing, sit beside someone you love, get a full night of sleep. And tomorrow, when your heart feels calmer, you can continue doing what is within your control. Because the future is not built through nights spent exhausting yourself with worry. It is built through the days when you quietly keep doing what needs to be done, keep taking care of yourself, and keep moving forward, even when the results have not appeared yet. So how do you know what you should keep working toward, and which worries you need to let go of? The answer begins with one of the most important principles of Stoicism: learning to distinguish between what you can control and what you cannot.
The future is not built through nights spent exhausting yourself with worry. It is built through the days when you quietly keep doing what needs to be done, keep taking care of yourself, and keep moving forward, even when the results have not appeared yet. But there is one very important question. How do you know what you should keep working toward, and what you should learn to worry less about? The answer begins with one of the most important principles of Stoicism: learning to separate what you can control from what you cannot. One of the easiest ways to exhaust yourself is trying to control things that are not entirely in your hands. You try to predict what the future will look like. You try to know in advance whether your work will remain stable, whether you will have enough money, what other people will think of you, and when the effort you are making today will finally bring results. But life does not always give us answers right away. There are things you have taken very seriously, but the results still need more time. There are things you have given your whole heart to, but other people still may not see them the way you hoped they would. There are days when you have truly tried your best, but life still does not become easier right away. And if you keep forcing yourself to control all of those things, you will always feel like you are not enough, not fast enough, not capable enough, not trying hard enough. When the truth is, maybe you are only asking yourself to do something no one can truly do. Know for certain how the future will turn out. The Stoics understood this deeply. In life, there are things within our choices and actions, and there are things we cannot decide right away. You cannot decide how quickly results will come, but you can decide whether you will do what needs to be done today. You cannot decide whether other people will recognize your value, but you can decide whether you will live with honesty and consistency. You cannot stop every difficulty from appearing, but you can choose how you respond to it. You cannot control the entire road ahead, but you can take care of the step in front of you today. That difference may sound simple, but when you truly understand it, your mind begins to feel a little less heavy, because you no longer have to carry everything on your shoulders. You no longer need to blame yourself for a result that has not arrived yet. You no longer need to feel like a failure just because life is still difficult today. And you no longer need to stay awake all night trying to find answers that only time can reveal. This does not mean you stop caring, and it does not mean you leave your life up to chance. You still need a plan. You still need to try. You still need to earn money. You still need to care for your family. But instead of allowing your mind to chase too many worries at once, you begin returning to a simpler question. What is truly within my control today? If you are worried about money, what is within your control may be doing your work well today, looking for another opportunity, or taking an honest look at how you are spending. If you are worried about your health, what is within your control may be going to bed a little earlier, eating a little better, or taking time to get checked when you need to. If you are worried about your family, what is within your control may be something as simple as checking in, sitting beside them, or giving them the attention that sometimes life becomes so busy we forget to give. You do not need to do everything in one day. You only need to do your part for today. And tomorrow, you continue with tomorrow's part. The results may not come as quickly as you hope. The road ahead may still hold many uncertainties. But at least, you are no longer using all of your strength to chase things you cannot yet control. You are using that strength to live better in the present, to do what needs to be done, to take care of yourself, to love your family, and to keep your mind calm enough to continue walking through a journey you cannot fully see yet. Because sometimes, peace does not come from having everything solved. Peace comes from understanding that you have done what you could do today. And the things you cannot decide right now can be answered slowly by time. But even after understanding that, your heart may still not feel completely light. Because sometimes, what makes you tired is not only the fear of the future,
but the feeling that you must find answers to everything right now. When the truth is, you do not need to know the entire road ahead in order to keep moving forward. So many people are exhausting themselves simply because they believe that by a certain age, they should already know where their life is going. They should know whether this job will truly remain stable. They should know when they will finally earn enough money. They should know whether the effort they are making today will eventually lead them to the life they hope for. And when there is no clear answer yet, you begin to feel anxious. You watch other people moving forward, then turn back to yourself and wonder, why am I still struggling to find my way? Why have I been trying for so long? And yet my life has not changed very much. Why do I still not feel more secure? And that is completely normal, because everyone wants a clear path. Everyone wants to know that what they are doing today will lead to something good in the future. Everyone wants to live with the feeling that they are moving in the right direction. But life does not always give us that kind of certainty right away. There are seasons when all you can do is the best thing you know how to do and keep moving forward without knowing yet how everything will turn out. There are decisions that you only understand after looking back a long time later. There are days that seem completely ordinary, but are quietly helping you become more mature, more grounded, and more prepared for something you cannot see yet. The Stoics did not demand that life explain everything to them today. They understood that you can live with kindness, do what is right, and keep trying, even while the future still remains uncertain. Because not knowing the entire road ahead does not mean you are going the wrong way. Not seeing results yet does not mean your effort is meaningless. And still having worries today does not mean you have failed at building a good life. Maybe you are simply in a season where what you need most is not a perfect answer. Maybe what you need is a little more patience with yourself, patience to keep working, patience to learn what you still need to learn, patience to improve what you are able to improve, and patience not to decide that your life has no hope just because today does not yet look the way you wanted it to. Sometimes you do not need to ask, when will everything get better? You only need to ask, can I live a little better today than I did yesterday? Can I do what needs to be done? Can I be a little less harsh with myself? Can I go to bed a little earlier, eat one decent meal, or spend a few honest minutes with someone I love? Those things may not solve every worry immediately, but they remind you that your life does not exist only in some distant result you are still waiting for. It also exists in the way you live through each day you have now. In the way you still get up even when your heart feels tired. In the way you keep trying even before anyone can see the results. And in the way you still hold on to your kindness, even when life has not yet given you everything you hope for. You do not need to force yourself to understand everything right now. You do not need to force yourself to always be strong. And you do not need to blame yourself. Just because your path is moving more slowly than you once hoped it would. Some answers do not come in a single night. They come after many days of choosing to keep going. After the times you felt tired but did not give up. After the moments when you learned to accept what you could not change yet and returned your attention to the things that are still here with you. Because while we are so busy worrying about the future, Sometimes we forget the precious things we still have in the present. Our health, a meal shared with someone waiting for us, a caring question from our family, a body that still has enough strength to continue working tomorrow. Those things may not make every difficulty disappear right away, but they are the things that help you keep going through difficult times. And maybe, before asking ourselves what more we must achieve in the future, we also need to learn how to appreciate and protect the most important things that life is still giving us today.
And maybe, before asking ourselves what more we need to achieve in the future, we also need to learn how to appreciate and protect the most important things that life is still giving us today. Our health, the people who still love us, and the strength to wake up tomorrow and keep trying. Money matters, work matters, and a stable future for our family is something all of us hope for. But you do not need to exhaust yourself just to prove that you are trying hard enough. Because if your body is becoming more tired every day, if your mind is always carrying something heavy, if you no longer have enough calm to truly be present with the people you love, then even if you achieve something, you may have lost too much on the way there. The Stoics did not teach us to stop trying. They simply reminded us, do what you can today. And do not let fear of tomorrow take away all the peace you still have in the present. You can still work. You can still pursue your goals. You can still hope for a better life. But at the same time, you also need to let yourself rest when you are tired. Eat a proper meal, get enough sleep, call home and ask how your family is doing, and sometimes, simply sit quietly for a moment without letting your mind keep chasing things that have not happened yet. You do not need to have every answer today. You only need to live today well. Do what is within your control. Take care of your health, cherish and care for the people you love, and keep moving forward, even if it is only one small step at a time. Because money can be earned little by little. Results may need more time, but your health, your family, and the peace within you are things you should never wait until they are gone to understand how precious they truly are.
If this video resonated with you, take a moment to subscribe to the channel. This channel is not about teaching you to stop trying. It is about learning together how to live with more calm while still moving forward through the pressures of life. And before you leave, I want to ask you something. Lately, what has been weighing on your mind the most? Is it money, work, family, or a future you still cannot see clearly yet? Leave your thoughts below. I truly want to hear your perspective. See you in the next video.